Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Gabrielle with 1,172 rating versus I Love Juice with 1,272 ratings, so it's going to be another high rated DB video. Also make sure to check out I Love Juice's YouTube channel, link down below in the description. Then we will see Gabe win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot and decide to go first. 40 versus 41, opening hands we have Ice, Bestial, Magma, Bonfire, Node, Bonfire, they have Ash Blossom, Baldrake, Cat, White Rabbit, and Druis Worm. So they're going to go ahead and start off with normal Ice, Effect goes special, bring out X Effect goes Surge, grab out Sword Ryzeal, okay, and then Overlay, make Exeton Knight, Link off, go into Requiem Effect, but this is the classic, 3 hand traps before an Eruption's hand, then bring out Lacrima Effect, dump the Engraver, but they do have Magma to try to stop them from being able to Baldrake and Druis Worm. So Requiem Effect to equip, and then Engraver Effect, and then go ahead and chain Druis Worm to banish and special summon out, and then special summon out Sword Effect goes Surge, grab out X Ryzeal, and then Overlay into Duo Drive Effect to attach, Duo Drive Effect to go Search, they Ash Blossom it, dump Eclipse Twins, special X, and then special Node, get rid of Duo to special back out Ice from the graveyard, and then in response, they said thinking, they're going to go ahead and Baldrake the Requiem. Okay, I guess like them having an extra level 4 doesn't really matter. We could have also prevented that by using Magma on our Requiem. And then go Detonator, Effect to attach, they go Baldrake, and then now we're going to go Detonator to pop, and then in response to the chain, they're going to go ahead and banish Druis Worm, so that way they don't get the effect to send. Okay. I feel like this Magma probably could have been used slightly better though. Bonfire, go ahead search out Ice, and then we can go ahead send special summon out Ice, Overlay into another Detonator, and then end phase grab out Druis, also summoning this in attack, which plays into like another Druis Worm. Then go ahead pass turn, they draw Magma, normal summon Cat, and then Cat effect, chain Detonator to pop it, and then banish, draw White Rabbit, Gold Sark, White Rabbit summon itself out, White Rabbit effect goes set, chain to go ahead and pop that, set TB11, and then Gold Sark go banish, go ahead banish Dormouse. I mean, they just had tons of hand traps for the opponent's turn. And then on top of that, like, drew Gold Sark off that, which was pretty good. Go ahead summon out Dormouse, and then Dormouse effect, go ahead banish the Cat, and then activate Cat effect, pay to go ahead and summon itself out, then use those to go into a Splash Mage. Like, imagine if this player had used Magma in response to the opponent's Baldrake, summon out, and then did the Bonfire in the Ice play and ended on Detonator with Eclipse Twins under it and Dweller. And then Dweller also makes it to where the opponent's Druis Worm will never be able to send anything important. Because they can still link it away and try to out Detonator, and then have Baldrake in hand, which will be able to beat the Eclipse Twin summon back. And they could have prevented that by making it so that way Druis Worm can never attempt to out it by summoning Dweller. Then they have Detonator with Eclipse Twins under it with Duo Engrave. Feel like that could have been pretty solid. So they go Splash Mage onto Cat, and then they chain Druis Worm, chain Magma. I mean, they knew they had Druis. Then Magma effect is search during the end phase. Okay. Then they just go ahead and use those to go into SP, which they can't do because Splash Mage locks them. That doesn't work. Yeah, Splash Mage says you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except for Cybers monsters. Also, they didn't use all their effects that turn, right? They started with normal summon Cat, and then that got popped. This was used because it was banished off Cat, and they Gold Sarked into this. Am I tripping? But then they did that. Oh, they just didn't pay. They just didn't pay for it. You gotta make sure your opponents pay for the effects. Go ahead, grab out Druis Worm, and then now they're gonna go activate the Druis Worm to go ahead, banish and special summon out. You also gotta make sure your opponent's Splash Mage, actually does the lock. Then they already used the effect that turn. They're trying to use it again. Bonfire, go ahead, search out Ice Ryzeal. Normal summon Ice, effect, chain SP to go, banish, and then resolve, special sword, and then no sword effect to search because they only play 2 X. Okay. And then Druis Worm, banish, special summon out. Then yeah, they just go ahead and admit defeat. Okay. On to the next game. We'll go ahead and see the Ryzeal player decide to go first. We got Cross, Valor, Ash, Strike, Sword. They have Maliss and Underground, Impulse, Dormouse, Eclipse, and Underground. So normal summon effect, go ahead, search out X. But this hand's actually, secretly very strong. Dump the special effect, go ahead, search out Sword, and then activate Cross. It's interesting how they're playing it though. Effect to attach, because they also could have dumped Mirror Logic and put Mirror Logic under this. Then set Strike, pass, they draw Nib. And then Book of Eclipse to set it. They don't even try to Ash, which I feel like we should have. I know it plays in the talents, but like, I feel like Detonator is just so strong against Maliss. Like, that if this sticks, like, we probably just win. But I guess we also have Strike, which is also very, very, very strong against Maliss. But Ash is just so weak against that deck. They're going to go Field Spell, Banish Cat. Cat, pay 300, special summon out. And then they're going to go Cat Effect. And then we Ash Blossom that. Normal Dormouse. We're going to Valor that. And then Link off to go summon out the Lizard Dose effect, and they strike that, which we didn't have to do, right? Because what did they do? Lizard Dose, go ahead, banish, special summon out, and then what? Link those off, and then get hit with strike? Like, I feel like we could have just done that. Also, am I tripping? Feel like we would have just done it on summon, right? Not on the effect. What? We did it on effect? There's no way. Nah, that's not real. That's not real. End phase, we draw one, draws into another Solemn Strike, and this gets flipped face up. Yeah, now the game's definitely just over. Draw Lurie, normal summon, make Requiem, Tribute go special, and then they're going to Dominus Impulse out, which now their Nib's turned off. So they could have set Dominus Impulse, because like they know they can never resolve Cross when they have Detonator on field with Cross there. So this will just never resolve. So they could have set that to try to beat like a Fiendsmith top deck. Or I guess just like, I don't know, just try to make us that way Nib eventually works. They search out Ice, battle phase, beat over, then attack directly. Then set another strike, pass, they draw on the Cat. Normal Cat effect, they go ahead and strike this. Which they could have just cross negated that. But okay, they go ahead and admit defeat. On to the next game. We'll go ahead and we will see I Love Juice go first. Opening hands, we have Lurie, Bonfire, Talents, X, Lancia. They have Magmama, Baldrake, Eclipse, Dominus Impulse, and Baldrake. So no engine. Do we drop Lancia and draw phase? Nope. Okay, that's very good for them. They don't even set the Eclipse. They just go ahead, pass, draw Ice Ryzeal. Normal summon Ice. Ice effect goes special from deck. They Dominus Impulse that. Then activate Bonfire to search Ice. Which I actually think is like okay to do there. Because they might actually Ash this card if they're Dominus Impulsing the Ice. And if they Ash this, Talents is really strong. Maybe we should have searched another X though. Dump, special, effect goes search. Go ahead, grab out Sword. Because the Sword we special could have just searched Ice anyways. And then go in the Duo. Because now we're just revealing an extra card in their hand. Duo, go ahead, search out Cross and Node. Yup. Then activate Cross, special Sword effect goes search, grab out Ice Ryzeal, and they can't nib us because they used Impulse from hand, so there's no reason to play around it. Send, special out Ice, overlay in the Detonator. Detonator effect to attach the Mirror Logic, Cross to go ahead, put back, and then draw. And then that draws into an Engraver. Battle phase, swing. And then go ahead, set Talents as a bluff, pass to draw Allure. And then we're not going to Lancia and draw phase, they're just going to go Allure. And we said okay, then they go Chain Book of Eclipse, we said okay. Could have chained Lancia, but then we forced them to not banish, and they probably don't have a Maliss with how they've played it so far, but they could definitely draw one off of this. And then if they activate the banished effect, I guess they'd have to have multiple Bestials to even get to a Link 3. Link 3 is not even like the strongest here. So they just banished Shifter. Yeah, they didn't even hit engine off that. Magmama on the Ice. Then chain Lancia to try to prevent that from coming out. And then chain Druis Worm to banish the Lancia. Okay. Could have just banished Ice, right? It's not like we actually have a way to get back to Lancia. Like, we're not playing Pure, we're playing Fiendsmith. So it's not like we're going to have Dugaris in our deck or anything. Tribute Summon for Baldrake. Druis Worm to go ahead out the Detonator. And then attack for 25. And then pass, draw Tract. And then activate Tract, add Engraver, discard Lurie, Lurie effect, special summon itself out, and then Lurie into Requiem, and then Requiem effect tribute go special, bring out Lacrima, Lacrima effect go dump the Engraver, Engraver shuffle back Lurie to special summon out, chain Magma Mutt, banish special, then effect to search during the end phase, talents to take Baldrake, and then use those to make Sequence, and then Engraver hand effect to make the Sequence be able to be live in the Deseret. So add Tract, and then Sequence effect, now they can chain Baldrake to go ahead and banish anything from their graveyard and prevent it. So yeah, just go ahead, banish Lacrima, so that way they don't have Lacrima in the Requiem. Could have also banished Requiem, this is fine, because Lacrima could have summoned back out Sequence anyways. Cross, go ahead, put back, and then draw into Lancia. Special node, send special back out Sword, overlay into Detonator, and then no effective Detonator. Okay. Battle phase, try to beat over Baldrake. Feel like we should have used the effect to attach, right? And then if they try to Baldrake it, we just cross negate, and then we attach, then we beat over, put them on no monsters. Instead, now we're leaving them with the monster, or if we attach and they don't do anything, then we just get an extra material. Not sure why you wouldn't attach there. Ice into X effect goes search, go ahead, grab out Sword Ryzeal, and then overlay, can't make that because cross. Okay, that's why they tried doing that. Yep, that does not work there. That does not work. So they overlay in the duo effect to attach, and then go ahead, set Tract. They get Magma Mutt to search out Druis Worm, and then they just pass. Draw Dominus Impulse. Could have used Druis Worm there. Yeah, but that's just game. Yeah, even though they'd made like a little mistake there, they set up Duo Drive, which gives them multiple cross negates over the turns. Yeah, that's just game. GG's. So we end up seeing the Fiendsmith Ryzeal end up beating Maliss there. Maliss also drew very poor game 3, not having any like Maliss engine. They had Lancia anyhow, but you know, if they would have like seen Maliss engine, they could have forced out Lancia, try to stop him with the non-engine, and then maybe get back into Maliss. Like having a Bestial gets you back into Maliss, so we could have at least done that and get back in the Maliss and then attempt to play. It feels a lot better at least having some engine to be able to attempt to play instead of not being able to attempt to play at all. Like even a lure missing, like that's just unfortunate. But that is going to be it for the video. And with that being said, the DB Grinder is signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.